Hi, now we will discuss what is a process and what is its structure. A process is a program in execution. So, for example, let us say one C program. We developed a C program and stored that program. Where the program was stored, it is in hard disk. When you try to execute that program, what happened? So, that program is loaded from hard disk to primary memory. That means the program is in execution. So, the executing program is called a process. And every process here need certain resources. While executing a program, definitely that program needs certain resources. What are the resources? So the resources might be CPU time, memory, files and IO devices. For example, I am taking a C program. That C program I am trying to execute. That program is loaded into the main memory. So for executing a C program, definitely CPU has to execute. So that is CPU time is required. And another thing is memory. So for a C program, certainly we declare some variables. So for the variables we need memory. And we include some header files. So the file inclusion is there. And also IO devices. So most of the programs having input and output. So we are giving the input to the program and we are getting the output. So these input output we need IO devices. So like that for every process these kinds of resources are needed. And some of these resources are allocated at the time of creation of the process and some are allocated at the time of executing the process. So at the creation some resources were allocated and while it is executing meanwhile it needs some resources, those are allocating at the execution time. And a program becomes a process when an executable file is loaded into memory. That means the same what we discussed. So suppose a C program, if you try to execute that program, the saved program is turns to executable file and it is loaded into the memory, then that is called a process. And every process is represented in the operating system by PCB, process control block. So all the processes are managed by the operating system only. So operating system creates the process and operating system allocates the resources and operating system terminate the process while the execution completes. So in terms of operating system, a process is represented a data structure that is called process control block. So this is about the introduction of a process. So a program under execution is called a process and every process needs resources like CPU time, memory, files and input output devices, and some of these resources are allocated at the creation of the process and some are allocated at the execution of the process. And a program becomes a process when this executable file is loaded into memory. Memory means primary memory. And every process is represented in operating system by process control block. Now we will understand what is process structure. So here we have the diagram of different sections of memory. So like text, data, heap and stack. So these are the different parts of your primary memory and how our process data is stored in that memory. So all the process is not stored in a single section. So our process is divided into different sections based on the data available and that will be stored in some part in text section, some in data, some in heap and some other in stack. So now we will understand which the text part consists of what kind of data and the data part heap and stack. So coming to the text part, so our program is stored in that particular memory area. Okay, suppose you are writing a C program and you try to execute that program. So the total program is stored in as a text content in the memory, that section. And the data section stores the global variables in the program. If we declared any global variables, those global variables are stored in data section of the memory. Heap section. In heap section, whatever the dynamically allocated content for the program is available, that will stored in the heap section. So in general C programming language, sometimes we are using malloc functions and calloc functions. Those are dynamically memory allocation functions. If we use those functions, that memory will be stored in heap sections. And stack. So all the temporary data stored in the stack section. So what is the temporary data? So the temporary data might be function parameters, return addresses, and local variables. So all these data stored in the stack section. Dynamically allocated content will stored in the heap section. If there is any global variables available in the program, those can be stored in the data section. Your entire program is stored in the text section. Okay, so that is how the different data is categorized and stored in the primary memory. So we call it as process structure. So for our easy understanding, I am taking a C program and explain all these things. Okay. So this is all about what is a process and what is process structure. So I hope you understand these topics well.